the Sacramento Condors, taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the state capital of California, the gold rush city of Sacramento. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Mexico City Diablos and the Sacramento Condors. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Diablos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, because they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good... On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 8. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. From the get. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17-0 our score after 1. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Third and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Condors are able to cut into that deficit. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Under pressure, they got him again. Odafe Owe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here comes third and the length of the football. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. He's got Thomas yet again complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw now on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road win. Jimmy Garoppolo, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Jared Goff, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So stranger things have happened.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Condors have cut it back within a score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to about the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Okay, break.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Diablos are able to widen their advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Able to fight through 1 tackle. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now back to throw.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tucker's kick is good. And that gets them back within 10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll run here with Rodriguez.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
John Bates
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Diablos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second down and 4. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Condors have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Mexico City,
It's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.